Hello, everyone, and welcome to our today's class on urinogenital system of calotes. So, the urinogenital system of calotes it includes excretory system, male reproductive system, and female reproductive system. So, for our convenience of understanding, we are going to study the urinogenital system of calotes under these three separate headings: excretory system, male reproductive system, and female reproductive system. Now, let us describe one by one each system. So, firstly, we will describe the excretory system. So, here in the diagram, various parts of excretory system are shown. So, excretory system includes a pair of metanephric kidneys. So, kidneys are the main excretory organ. So, in case of calotes, a pair of metanephric kidneys they are present in the abdominal cavity, and these kidneys are attached to the dorsal body wall. Each kidney here, which is shown in this diagram, these are elongated kidney. Each kidney is dark red and elongated, flattened and lobed structure. It has two lobes. So it is flat, it is elongated, and it is dark red in color. Anterior end of each kidney, as you see, it appears in the diagram. Anterior end is narrow and it is freely suspended. But both the posterior ends of both the lobes they are broad and they are joined or unite together here like this. The posterior end of this and posterior end of this lobe of kidney they are unite together here to give a kidney V-shaped structure. So due to the union of this posterior lobe, the kidney appears V-shaped like this. Okay, so the posterior ends are united together forming a V-shaped structure. Now each kidney, as we know in other animals also, the functional and structural units of kidney are uriniferous tubules. In this case also, the structural and functional units of kidney are uriniferous tubule, and each uriniferous tubule consists of Bowman's capsule, glomerulus, renal tubule, and collecting tubule. As in case of human kidney also, okay, each you can say uriniferous tubule starts from Bowman's capsule. Inside the Bowman's capsule there is, or the Bowman's capsule encloses glomerulus, then behind glomerulus the renal tubule starts, and renal tubule end into collecting tubule. The collecting tubule of various such uriniferous tubule they unite together to form the ureters. The ureters are shown in the diagram here. Okay, so these ureters they are the narrow duct which arise from each kidney. These are the narrow duct which arise from each kidney. In case of female, the ureters they open separately into the uridium of cloaca. But in case of male, the ureters they join with the vast difference of reproductive system, and here it is shown that this ureter joins with the vast difference of excretory system. This is a diagram of male urinogenital system. So in this diagram it is shown that the ureter is united with this vast difference and it combinedly forms a urinogenital duct, and this urinogenital duct then opens into cloaca. Okay, along with this a thin walled urinary bladder it is also present here. So this is thin walled urinary bladder which stores urine for some time. So it is a thin walled urinary bladder which also open midventrally into uridium of the cloaca. So this is regarding the excretory system of calotes. Excretory system is common, or same type of excretory system is found in both male and female calotes. Hence we have studied or described it in common. But the reproductive system are different because sexes are separate. So reproductive system is different. So let us now describe one by one each reproductive system. So firstly we are going to describe male reproductive system. Okay, now male reproductive system of the calotes it includes a pair of testes, then epididymis, vas deferens, urinogenital duct and hemipenis. Okay, so firstly we will describe about the testes. Now look at the diagram. Here are the testes. These are the testes which are located above the kidney. A pair of white oval testes. They lie in front of kidney. Each testis is suspended into the dorsal wall, or you can say each kidney, each testis, they are attached to dorsal body wall by mesorchium. Okay, right testis is larger, which is also shown here. The right testis, okay, look at this here. The right testis is larger and somewhat anterior in position than the left testis. Each testis contain internally several seminiferous tubules, just like kidney. Kidney contain uriniferous tubules. So testis contain seminiferous tubules which terminate into vas deferens. Okay, sorry, which terminates into vasiferentia. And these vasiferentia from inside of the testes, they come out of the testes and open into such coiled tube called as epididymis. Okay, so from inside the vasiferentia, they come out and join with epididymis. Now next part of male system is epididymis. So epididymis arise from each testis. It is long and much coiled tube which is continued behind in the form of a narrow and spirally twisted tube called vas deferens. Okay, then third part, vas deferens. So it is a long narrow tube which is continued from epididymis, and this vas deferens is continued up to kidney where it joins with ureter, as we have explained earlierly that vas deferens joins with ureter to form urinogenital duct. So it is also shown in the diagram here. This vas deferens joins with ureter to form urinogenital duct. Then urinogenital duct. So it is formed by union of vas deferens and ureter, and it opens into cloaca. Then last part of male system, that is hemipenis. So behind the cloaca here, behind the cloaca, at the base of the tail, there is a pair of erectile copulatory sac called hemipenis. During copulation, this hemipenis, it is protruded out through cloaca, and this structure transfers the sperms into the cloacal aperture of female calotes. Okay, so this is about male reproductive system. Then we will see female reproductive system. Now female reproductive system of calotes, it consists of a pair of ovaries and a pair of oviducts. So firstly, ovaries. In female, two two in number, two whitish and irregularly lobed ovaries. They remain attached to the dorsal body wall, just like the testes. These ovaries are also attached to dorsal body wall by peritoneal fold called mesovarium. Testes were attached by mesorchium, and these ovaries are attached by mesovarium. Ovaries, they are present in the abdominal cavity and they produce eggs. Okay, then oviduct. So a long thin walled tube which extend from ovary to cloaca is called oviduct. So in the diagram you can see from ovary up to cloaca, this long thin walled tube is called oviduct. Okay, this one is the oviduct, right from here up to the cloaca, that is the oviduct. The anterior end of each oviduct is broad and ciliated called oviducal funnel. This one, oviducal funnel, which opens into body cavity by the opening which is called ostium. It is also labeled in the diagram. So this opening is ostium, this is oviducal funnel. The oviducal funnel lies close to corresponding ovary. You can see in the diagram this, if the this is right ovary, and near right ovary right oviducal funnel is present, near left ovary left oviducal funnel is present. The wall of oviduct is glandular and it secretes albumin and also the shell of egg. The eggs released from the ovary into the body cavity and then they pass into oviduct. The fertilization in case of calotes is internal and it takes place in the anterior part of the oviduct. That means when the egg, or you can say when the ovum enters into oviducal funnel in the anterior part, then their fertilization takes place. In oviduct, the eggs are stored for short time before laying and the eggs are enveloped by calcareous shell, as the lining of oviduct contain secretory cells. So this egg, when it is laid out of the body, they are covered by calcareous shell. So this is all regarding the urinogenital system of calotes. Okay.